Hello, everybody, and welcome. This is the Apostate Prophet. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Is everybody doing okay? Is everything looking good? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Is everything good? I hope it is. Just let me know quickly before I go on, so that I can confirm that everything is all right. I don't know if my camera and all the colors look good, but I just went live quite spontaneously, and check, 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 check. Yeah, I just went live very spontaneously. I didn't even plan this ahead. I just decided to do this live stream like I don't know, 15 minutes ago, whatever. So I hope everyone is doing very well. I'm hearing myself. I'm sorry. I hope everyone is doing very well. I am currently not very active because I am, as many of you already know, I have informed many of you about it. It's my wife just gave birth, and we have a beautiful new baby, son. And my wife can right now not drive around, and I have to be there with her. I take care of the baby more, so it's I can really, I'm really distracted right now. I can really not invest much time into making videos and all that, but I will give more updates on that quite soon. Thank you so much, everybody. Yeah, that's what's happening with me right now. I'm planning on recording or publishing some videos today at least. I will look into that, but I have to come back. It's also shaking a little bit here right now because it's very windy, and I'm in a very in the American Midwest. There could be a tornado anytime that snatches me away from the live stream. But even if that happens, I will eventually land safely and come back and inform you about that too, because I will never stop making videos and never stop making streams. Anyway, that's a bunch of BS. So I decided to go live because David Wood has been banned from YouTube, has been blocked from publishing videos on YouTube. He sent me a message a few days ago. He said, "Hey, I wanted to publish this and this, but YouTube banned me because banned me for a week for hate speech." And I asked why. And he said, because of my video, Islam's Free Speech Hypocrisy. So I asked him to send me that video so that I can look at that video and see and understand why he was banned from YouTube. And the video is basically simply him pointing out that the Quran is full of hate speech and demanding consistency from Muslims when it comes to matters of hate speech. Because, recently, the Muslim world has been in a great outrage because of the whole Muhammad cartoons and insults against Islam and Muhammad. And Muslim leaders and scholars and apologists and individuals have been going around trying to demand that, cartoons and speech that offends Islam is banned. But meanwhile, the Quran and Islamic sources in general contain so much hate speech. And David Wood was just pointing that out. But that video, ironically, got taken down because it violates YouTube's policies on hate speech. And David Wood got blocked from posting videos for 1 week. I really have no clue what's going on there. I mean, do you see the irony? He complains about hate speech in the Quran and says, "Hey, this is hate speech," but then YouTube comes and says, "Hey, that is hate speech," and bans him. What the hell? So I went into his video. I looked a little bit at it, and I indeed want to share that here right now. I just need to make sure that I'm sharing my audio and all that. Okay, so I'm sharing this with you. I don't want to play the video very much because I don't know how YouTube reacts to playing content that is banned on YouTube. But I just want you to look at a few things. So here's David Wood as starting as usual.
Anyone says anything critical of Islam. Freedom of speech isn't freedom to offend. First of all, yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Can you please tell me if you hear that? If the sound of the video is okay? I hope it is. I hope it's not mute. But so he basically talks about how freedom of speech includes the ability to insult people's religious beliefs and people's ideas in general. He then goes ahead and takes a few tweets, for example, or news. Here he takes one in which an account called Halal Being said, a red line the French government has crossed. Stop Macron. Macron, your freedom ends when you start offending 2 billion Muslims. I don't know why the number of Muslims always changes, but I don't think the Muslims are 2 billion yet. But here, this person says freedom ends when you start offending 2 billion Muslims. So it definitely does not end. But yeah, let's see what else.
Billion does it now. Freedom of expression is a right. However, one is not allowed to insult the sentiments of others in the name of freedom.
Those who violate others' fundamental rights to be respected must adopt civilized manners. Freedom of expression is a right. However, one is not allowed to insult the sentiments of others in the name of freedom. Yes, one is. If you cannot offend people's religious beliefs, then what exactly is freedom for? I know people are telling me that the sound of the video is not very audible, but I have no idea what I can do about this because this is on maximum volume. Let me see. Oh, okay, I see. Here, this should be better.
No insulting the sentiments of others.
Is this okay?
Does freedom of expression mean insulting, especially a sacred personage? The president of Indonesia declared, freedom of speech that injures the noble purity and sacred values and symbol of religion is so wrong, it shouldn't be justified, and it needs to stop.
Okay, wonderful. People are saying that's better. So he basically quotes people who, in different words, say the same thing. They say that freedom of expression stops when it offends Islam, which is very strange because if you cannot offend people's religious beliefs, then what the hell is freedom of speech supposed to mean? What is it for? He goes on and quotes more people. Egyptian President Sisi said, we have also rights. We have the right for our feelings not to be hurt and for our values not to be hurt. Freedom of expression offends 1.5 billion people, so it should not be freedom of expression. So their main idea is that freedom of expression is okay, but you should not be allowed to offend Muslims. So
if our speech doesn't offend other people, and only if our speech doesn't insult people's religious beliefs. That's the rule, right, Muslims?
So he basically points out, I deliberately don't want to play the video through because the video is banned. I just want to comment on it. I'm commenting on the video. So he points out that these Muslim people, leaders, scholars, and individuals around the world express their outrage about offending Islam and say that that should not be covered by freedom of speech. But then David brings up this inconsistency, the hypocrisy, which is the topic of the video. He cites, for example, here the Quran, chapter 98, verse 6, which says, verily, those who believe in the religion of Islam, the Quran and Prophet Muhammad from among the people of the scripture, those who disbelieve in the scripture among the Jews and Christians and the polytheists are the worst of creatures, will abide in the fire of hell. They are the worst of creatures. I never read the Quran from sources like this. I read it in more from sources that are a little bit more easy to look at. So this is hard to read for me. But yeah, here is one Quran verse which basically describes the Christians and Jews explicitly, and also the idolaters and all those disbelievers who don't believe in Islam as the worst of creatures, and they will abide in hellfire forever. The worst of creatures. The worst of creatures. Imagine if we just took this Quran verse and changed it up a little bit and said, Muslims will go to hell forever because they are the worst of creatures. If we did that, that would be definitely seen as hate speech. But let's go further.
Quran and Prophet Muhammad from among the people of the Sun, those were lower than pigs.
So yeah,
dogs.
the summary of that is that we are the worst of creatures, we are the lowest creatures, we are lower than animals, lower than pigs. The Quran also says in a different part that those who have rejected Allah, those who have disbelieved, are like cattle, and then it says they are worse or they are more astray. Further on, he cites different sources.
Protect about polytheism again. Polytheism clip a lot.
Here, for example, Muhammad's dear companion, one of his favorite companions, and first caliph, Abu Bakr, talks to the polytheists and says, "Go suck the clitoris of Allat." Allat was a goddess of the pre-Islamic polytheists, and he says here, "Go suck the clitoris of Allat," and directly insults their goddess.
Leave him, Abu Bakr.
And Muhammad says nothing about it.
Are worth in his
Here you see a hadith in which the Prophet entered Mecca, and at that time there were 360 idols around the Kaaba. He started stabbing the idols with a stick he had in his hand and reciting, "Truth has come and falsehood has vanished." So we see here in this clear hadith, this is actually a very prominent hadith, a hadith that Muslims are very proud of. We see here that Muhammad goes and he starts destroying the idols of the polytheists one by one. And this is the main figure of Islam himself. This is the Holy Prophet Muhammad. He belittled those idols again and again, and he clearly destroyed them again and again.
So, now, I could go on, but I think we have enough to see Islam's free speech dilemma.
So he cited 3 sources. I could even go on, or David could go on. We could make a video compiling everything in the Quran that could be, by today's standards, seen as hate speech. We could collect all the Quran verses and all the hadith that could be described as hate speech. Everything that directly insults other religious group, everything that orders people to fight other religious groups, that describes them as lower creatures. And all those things, those could all be described as hate speech. And if we did indeed alter those verses and turn them into verses that talk about Muslims, they would definitely be seen as hate speech. Because for some reason, when we say something bad about Islam or Muslims, then that is hate speech. But when the Quran or when Muslims say terrible stuff about disbelievers or about people's religious beliefs, then that is not hate speech. Then that is just religious freedom.
Expression doesn't include the right to insult other people's religious beliefs and religious symbols. Then the Quran and other Muslim sources should be banned as hate speech. And Muhammad and his close own religion to be banned.
I had the same idea forever, to make a compilation of everything in the Quran that is that borders on hate speech or that is hate speech by definition. If we are now to follow the example of all these people who complain about hate speech, who complain about offending the feelings of Muslims, and if we do indeed ban everything that we can classify as hate speech, should we then also ban the Quran? Should we then ban Islam? Should we ban the Hadith? Should we ban every practice that consists of following and glorifying Muhammad? Should the name Muhammad be banned because it glorifies somebody who has deeply hurt people, who has offended people, who has killed people because of their religious beliefs? There are so many sources that we can cite which clearly declare war and dehumanize, offend non-Muslims, explicitly religious groups, in such terrible ways. We could make a huge compilation of that. Do these Muslims who complain about hate speech really want us to do that? Do they really want us to take such a list of everything that is offensive within Islam, to put it out there and to say, hey, look, because of this and 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 this, the Quran must be banned now because it is hate speech? Do they really want us to do that? I'm sure they do not want us to do that. I'm sure they don't want us to treat their sources the way they treat our speech. And to be honest, I don't want that either. I don't want to ban the Quran. I don't want to ban Islam. I don't want to ban the Hadith. I don't want to ban anything. because I don't believe that we should ban people's right to express their thoughts, as terrible and as offensive and as horrible as they are. If we did ban the Quran, then what would restrain us from also banning our own speech, which could offend somebody or which could be seen as dangerous? No, people should be able to express their opinions, express their beliefs. That includes offending people's beliefs. It includes disrespecting people. It includes disrespecting entire religious groups, criticizing beliefs, criticizing religious groups, advocating for certain beliefs. It includes all of that. And no religious group, no group is in the position to say, hey, this hurts my feelings, which is why this is bad, which is why we should ban that. That's not how it works. That is not called freedom of expression. That is called authoritarianism. It is terrible. It doesn't work. It reigns in the Islamic world, and we all know what the Islamic world looks like. Come on, don't let me say it. It's horrible. Freedom of speech is why the West is a desirable place, which people from those cultures want to come to in masses. Freedom of speech and freedom and wealth is why people are here in the West. This should not be banned. So this is just a quick update on that. David Wood has been posting videos like crazy every day, and he has not been able to post videos for 4 days, and that is because he was banned for hate speech. I believe he will be back within a week, and he will make his own explanation to this. He will make more videos. I want to take the opportunity and maybe respond to that with a nice project. I don't know how much time I have, because as I said, I don't have very much time on my hands right now, but I just wanted you to know that right here. I wanted to make a brief video about this, but I can't really find the time to prepare videos right now, because preparing a video takes much more time than going live and quickly talking about this. And there is David. Hey, David. Now we're talking about him here. David is here. Thank you so much, David. He said, babies are expensive. Everyone be sure to send AP a super chat for the new baby. Thank you so much, David. I appreciate that. And I hope to see you back soon. Although your videos are not as good as my videos, which is why you can make so many videos, because it doesn't take you as much time, because the quality is worse than mine. I still think that your videos are very good and very appreciated, and that they should be on YouTube. Just kidding. My videos are actually horrible. I make the worst videos on YouTube. I have no idea why people are subscribed to my channel. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, David. I have, by the way, posted the link to the banned video down in the description. It is on BitChute available. So I have simply posted a link to a source which actually allows the video to be played. So if you want to watch that video, just go into the description, seek out the BitChute link, and just go and watch it right there. Philerator said, congratulations on the new baby. Best regards to you and your wife, in a super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Teresa P said, thanks, AP, for what you're doing, praying for your family, your safety, and David Wood also. Thank you so much, Teresa. I appreciate it. And Biscuit made a super chat and said, thank you for making this explanation. David does not have that many public communication channels nowadays. I was glad to hear this from you. That's true. I think David got himself banned on from Twitter and from Facebook. He deleted his Facebook account. Right, David? I feel like he didn't really like having those accounts, which is why he kind of found some pleasure in getting banned anyway. So it was just, sometimes I feel like that too. Sometimes I just want to say terrible stuff on Twitter. I just want to say whatever I think on Twitter, just so that I can finally be banned forever and I don't have to use it anymore. But then that's just that I'm just on a bad day that day. I still want to be able to use those platforms, because I would like to at least read comments on Twitter. AP, this is for the new baby. God bless you and your family in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you so much, Tochukwu Nyoku. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. David said, make super chats to support me, but I just wanted to go offline because I just wanted to make this brief announcement, because I need to do so many other things right now. But I appreciate it very much. Okay, I will be gone. I will hopefully be back with another video later. Maybe also to talk about my current situation, updates, what I'm planning on doing. I also want to make a quick response video on something that I have seen yesterday, which I found I should definitely respond to. It was some traveler vlog woman who talks nicely about Islam, and I watched the video and I just thought, what the hell, man? So yeah, Kashmiri Pandit said, like changing diapers. Yes, yes. I love changing diapers, by the way. It's a beautiful thing to do. Okay, I will be gone. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, David. Wait, David said something here. David said, I left Facebook. I still have a Twitter account, but I'm locked out of my account until I delete a tweet, which I refuse to delete. See? I remember that. We were going back and forth, making these troll tweets about Twitter and how they should learn to code. And then something happened and you got banned, and then you refused to delete that comment. Stunny Chan made a super chat and no comment added. I appreciate it very much. Assyrian King said, congratulations, AP. May God bless the new comer and all your family. The newcomer and all your family. I don't know. I'm really distracted right now. I'm in a very different situation after having a new baby and just being occupied with that. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Ultra Funky said, once AP has finished, find me Valley Vision G Block. Okay. Self-promotion. As long as you make it in form of a super chat, I'm not complaining about it. Romain Grief said, AP, you are the best atheist. I can't believe you're not a Christian. I'm not a, you know what? Why I'm not a Christian? I'm not a Christian because of protection. Yes, protection. And I'm not talking about condoms. I'm not talking about that kind of protection. I'm talking about you see, David Wood is a Christian and he's making videos critical of Islam and he gets banned for hate speech. But I make videos about Islam and I make much worse videos and I don't get banned for hate speech. And you know why? Because number one, David is white. And if you're white and you criticize Islam, then you will get banned. And if you're a Christian and you criticize Islam, then they will just say, oh, you're just a hateful Christian. You just hate Islam. That's why you do this. And then they ban you. I deliberately do not convert to Christianity because I still want to be a protected, marginalized individual, an ex-Muslim and an atheist. Atheism is very popular with establishments. So that's why I'm still an atheist. That's why I don't convert to Islam. But I'm a secret Christian. When I go home, I pray to God, for example. That's just kidding. That's not true. For all those who will take this seriously, that's not true. I have to reveal that right now. Okay, come on. I have to go. Tom S made a super chat and said, "Congrats, AP." Thank you so much, Tom S. I appreciate it. And Gabriel Gray said, "Congrats, dude. Little something to help out. I would prefer a puppy. Have you shown your dog on here?" I have actually. I actually wanted to go live with my dog recently too. Maybe I will do that in the coming few days if I find the time to do that. Okay, I have to leave. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a fantastic day. Make sure to watch that video in the description. Check out David Wood's channel, what he has to say about it. I will be back again. Have a fantastic day. And as always, stay away from Islam. Oh, Cheryl R said, congrats with a baby and a bottle. Thank you. Okay, I'm gone. Stay away from Islam.